Okay, this is what you're waiting for. This is my PSA 101. It's in 5.56. I have all the mags for it. It can be in 20s, big 20s, and then medium 20s. I forget the U compliances. Holy smokes. So how we can go around it, and let me start from the front. I have at something can suppressor, like the one, but anyways, I bought this right when the suppressor tax stamp went to 0, and I have not shot it yet. Sad. So I want to see how it runs. I don't even know if it functions well, if it needs the KNS also. Dang, they do not have any competitors out there. But anyways, going back from there, I have this adapter bit that goes to a 5.56 thread, like a normal AR thread, and then it has notching that goes with the little pin on an AK, so it actually locks in very nicely. Super big fan of the whole setup. It looks sleek, and I love the K can, even though it's probably not the quietest, especially with AK. So this is the Sure Shot Mark III chassis system. This one is space gray. I've had a hard time choosing color tones because there's not too many videos of all the color tones. I really wish I could do more builds with them, so then I can show off more of their color tones. But this is black with space gray, and I also have their adapter that turns your, because this is a fixed stock, and it turns it into where you can add AR buffer, whatever it's called. And so this one, I like the cut, and it's rubbery and stuff, but actually this is you guys are gonna hate it. I love it. It feels fine, comfortable for now. I haven't found one to replace it quite yet. It's smooth, cheek hold. Yeah, I can show you. Smooth cheek hold, rubber pads, has a crazy angular design, and you can wrap your sling around. The only thing is the QD little notches there do not work because it's actually made for paintball guns. That is from a paintball gun. Here, this side's quick detach, little sling. I think it's Blue Force with a little pad, multicam. I have the Sig Sauer Tango LPVO. It's 1-to-6 power. When you get those, and when you decide on which like bullet type you like or whatever, keep your data, you can get inside your scope caps pretty cheap on Amazon data sheets. You can fit in there, so when you pop over your cap, there's Tango MSR. You got it if you need it to look down. On the side of the scope, I can show you later. Here we go. So hopefully I don't fly myself. Right here, I have, it's a bubble level, just to get left to right, not to call my guy right. Then up here is a Sealy Bear, like a cheap enclosed red dot. But one cool thing I will show you guys that I've never seen anyone do is if you can look down here, and I'll even zoom in. I bought, it is like black perforated vinyl, like for wrapping, like I guess like sticker vinyl, automotive vinyl. And what I did is do that as a kill flash. So I cut it to shape, put it on there, and it works as a kill flash, just like anything else. So I can see the red dot. I don't know if I can get that angle from there, but if you look, you can maybe get that angle to see that red dot in there. I can film it and show you on B-roll. So it's super sick. Like that move right there, I've never seen one do before. Back to the caps, I do have, because then you're like, oh, you don't have one for your LPVO. I did 3D print, and it's in my bag. I'll grab it real quick for you. Okay, I 3D printed. It is a kill flash that slaps right on the front here. Yeah, just like that. And now you got 2 kill flashes. Pretty sick, actually. It's pretty cool. I mean, they're cheap because I can just print more. I can print more sturdy, change the material. And then they sell plenty of STLs online, or sorry, prints that you can get to match all of your gear. So that's something I don't leave on there, but it's an option. Besides that, I think I like throwing to the side. It's illuminated red dot, It's all red on this one. It's a US Palms grip. I think the springs is changed out. I have like a really, really like short hair trigger. Let me show you actually. Besides the trigger, you'll see loosen the latch. Palmetto, whatever their thing's called. Soviet arms charging handle. But as you can see on the trigger, let me show you. Super one stage. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, so that's pretty slick. I like that. PSAs do have, if you see on the side, the side rail. That's one thing I didn't show off on my Romanian Draco. They actually do not have the side rail, which is crazy. But I get it's a little pistol Draco thing. That's honestly it. So this purpose of this rifle is like, I need something 5.56. I guess I committed to the cult of AK, and so that means I need an AK and 5.56. That's honestly all it breaks down to. I have a hard time trying to find any ARs I like. I find a lot that look good, look amazing. You guys, everyone out there builds great stuff, but for some reason, rifle is fine, and it's very good. So for shooting reasons, I have just a cheap little multicam like beanbag. I don't hunt, haven't gone hunting. I have plans to go hunting with this rifle. I love to hunt. The only thing I can think of is coyotes. Sorry if you can hear my kids. So what I have is, and I guess a lot of people don't know about this stuff. Maybe if you're super in the guns, you know about, but it's camo foam. It's like almost like athletic tape foam. You can grab it, slap it on, wrap up your gun, camo it out. So like in seconds, I could camo out this whole thing and spread it all over at once. And when you're done with it, slap it back on. It's self-adhesive. Doesn't matter how dirty it gets, kind of roughly, and you're good to go. So I was very, very thorough when I built my gun, and that's all my builds. I don't like to buy parts, send them back. So like, I'd rather spend the time on everything, trying to get perfect, like overthink about it, I guess, where I don't sleep, but knowing that I get it exactly how I want, kind of the first time around. One thing I will say, when I installed this sure shot, I got so irritated. One, it's super hard to mount anything in these top mounts, M-lock mounts, because your gas tube's there. I've been able to get a flashlight on there. I'll show you in a second. And that's usually what sits on there with the pressure pad. Besides that, I have so many options for under. So this thing is built for precision shooting with an AK. It's built for hunting, all around. This is an amazing rifle for me. So here is something crazy I came up with. I got this super cheap off of Amazon. It's the Trident Knife Force, something like that. It's a 5-to-20 zoom, and what it is, and what I do, or here, let me grab that. Say if you're, sorry. Well, what I do, say if you're an avid like pig hunter, hog hunter, whatever, you can grab this bad boy, slap this on. It's gonna make your rifle like 12 pounds, but slap that on there, open it up. This will give you digital night vision. Basically, it can just see an infrared light. So I can see through that, use my same zero from this optic and see out the distance. To help with that, I throw on this little cheap, oh, it's on right now. That's crazy. I don't know where it's from, but it's, oh, it says it. It's some Tough Soul, some cheapy, but it works. It's an IR laser and flashlights. You can throw it on, you can try and zero your laser if you want, or just throw the flashlight flash, and then there you go. Heavy rifle, good for stationary work, but you can see the distance and use IR, so it's pretty sick. I do enjoy messing around with that, even though it's a very, very budget version. These brand new were like $250, $220, and this is the 5 to 20 zoom version. I probably should have got less because you need a really strong IR flashlight for that. But that's that one. Other options for mounting, I keep the O light from Odin, the little S. That can be mounted up here. That's usually the one else I'm on the pressure pad. Once again, I 3D print for that. Sorry to 100 Concepts, amazing stuff they make, but very expensive for what it is. So I 3D printed with shock cable my own little cap that you can push on and off on the side, so you don't unaccidentally trigger your flashlight by itself or any sort of madness like that. And keeps it actually, like, you can turn it on, it will not do anything except melt it because it gets so hot in there. Sorry. Last thing I have as an option, one of the last things, but I don't run it often, is just a cheap, it's a Magpul like bipod. That I bought. This is like what I was saying. Didn't plan it out. Should have. It's not my favorite build there on the end. I will show you when it comes to hunting. This is probably going to be my go-to. This is a Swagger like bipod, and I'm not sure the height distance, but it'll sit on there. It's almost the full length, almost to my suppressor. So my god. But how it works is you mount this on your gun, and then it has a trigger system. So you pull it out and slaps into the little peg holes there. You can push it in deep, I think. Why is it not working? But what it does is you can go like this, and then now you have like a stationary position with a little bit of shock absorbance, so you can try and hold what hold you need. Crazy part about it is so long, this version I guess I got, that it like expandable, that I can actually take shots while kind of like barely at a crouch, or like, I don't know, a little bent position because it's so tall. This amazing. So if you're like an avid hunter, you're always on the move trying to hunt your game, you gotta move from spot to spot constantly, but it's not like blind work. I would say check in Swagger. They make it for all sorts of tripods, rifles, and the cool thing is you don't have to carry like this giant death grip bog, whatever. I don't have to carry it anymore if I don't need to or want to. That could stay in the blind, I could stay wherever it needs to, and you could bring this out on your rifle sling on your shoulder, your back. Well, lastly, this is whenever I want to start training, like at my local range and stuff, of actual long distance shooting. I got an MD Arca rail. I think this is like a 7-inch rail, and I had to trim it myself. Sorry, one of my kids came in. This is the MDT. It's a 7-inch Arca rail, so it actually fits on here. I don't know if you can see. I can try and zoom in. I had to notch like half of that like M-lock lug to get in the perfect position. I touched it up with some paint, but that goes on the underside, so it doesn't matter. So it's like almost full length for the shorty M-lock version for the sure shot. But honestly, I think this gun is done. It has all those options. It has options on options of what I can do with it. Optic wise, I'm pretty set with for now unless I get better. Suppressor, I'm fine with as long as it runs. And then last thing is just sound. If it needs KNS, it'll get KNS. Okay, I take it back. There's one thing I'm looking out for. I know it's a paintball stock. I'm fine with it for now. It's not bad, but I do know I'll need to get a real stock. Haven't decided. I'm really trying to find a good look for this gun, but I am absolutely in love with this rifle. This one is probably one of my favorite builds I've done so far, and I built this one actually before the Draco, so I think this one was finished before the Draco. Amazing. If you want to see more of my rifle builds or gun collection, I can show you. Just let me know in the comments below. But thank you so much for tagging along. I can't wait to show you more. Thanks so much. Bye.